Hmm?
It's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hey Walt, go on YouTube, right? Go on YouTube. Matter of fact, hold on, I'm gonna just hold on. Click on that link. I'm live on YouTube. My Mad match in my league.
The first carry now. This is Johnson.
I'm the Texans.
Up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first
watch my game. Tell me what you see.
Brings up second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'm the Texans.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I should have hiked the ball as soon as he did that.
They'll try and
Oh, he opened up the hole. He opened up the hole. He opened up the hole.
Past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31
That's Duke Johnson Jr., the dude used to play for the Browns.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive.
Oh, that was Hayward, I think.
New set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been
tight end in motion right here. Oh, damn, that brought him over there. Oh, he going back. Hike.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Oh!
Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And
Yo,
this
that
time
did.
not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now
You saw how fast I think Nick Bosa came around?
I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive
watch
yardage.
how accurate my kicky is, Walt. Oh! Whoa, watch that kick, Walt.
And by just a couple of inches,
My kicker really? Yo, I got to give him a kicker.
Well, he had that one on
Whoa,
target.
watch how
That's
perfect my kick
battle.
was,
The other
bro. This
half of
nigga
the battle,
actually missed
however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a
Nigga,
shot.
Walt, are you even watching?
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Protein spill. Yo, fight.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Nigga, you see me miss that kick?
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Take 4.
This is Joe
watch.
Mixon, 4th in the NFL
That was a
in
good play
rushing
call by
last
me. Watch
season.
that play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Ready.
Yeah, it's a bit behind.
Too little, SOS.
Oh, shit, I can be so bad.
X3, 218, jump.
I really think he's about to, though. I think yeah.
Third down. Herbert. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
49 the mark. Let's put him on the buses.
On second down.
Yo, they think Nick Bosa. Oh my
forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Damn, bro, Nick Bosa really getting on my fucking nerves right now.
On third down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
He's 6'6", yeah, that nigga big.
So they'll come
he got like 80 some speed. Anything over 80 is anything over 80 speed is pretty nuts. Oh my!
To Cooks. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
That corner broke on that ball so well,
the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On next year, Madden, they're gonna be like that. Like their defense actually is the highest overall on the next Madden.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off.
I told you I got better. You watching them.
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson.
Yo, whoa, watch this animation, Watch this
Back at the 48-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. Now Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bravo. Check right. Watching your five. Ready.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and an alley to run. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw is Watson. On 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes it terrific.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Watson off play action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 24. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 55.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. The intended receiver there, Allen. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confident.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hey, Delta.
To throw on second down. Herbert. Allen's got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. Powering his way forward. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On 2nd and 9, Watson. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. From the red zone now, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Charles Clay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Joe Mixon. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The Texans on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, Watson being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56. Check 56. Come on, dude. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dez Bryant. His first touchdown of the new season, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Mixon with it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 29-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Here go.
On 1st down, it's Kelly. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Off the play fake. Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time, and it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 19. Right there. 56. Hey, 31.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. He's back to throw. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Kelly, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Under 10. 10. Now.
They'll run with Mixon. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
You say what? Should have called me back.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Tell the nigga to get on. It's 11:55. You finna do what?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. It's caught left side by Cooks. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second.